Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you? I don't think it's been quite a while since I've just left a random video, like of my journey and kind of where I'm at, like just personal one-on-one. Ever since I was in Hardin, I spent 5 months in Hardin. Those of you who have been following my channel, my story, you know that I spent 5 months in the coffee village there. And if you're watching this, I miss you. I miss Colombia so much. Oh my Jesus. Oh my God. I miss Colombia so much. This journey has been a lot more challenging and more difficult than I imagined. It's kicking my ass. And the times that I have thought, why did I want to do this? I was perfectly freaking fine in my furnished apartment in Hardin and with my consistent teaching schedule with a language that I love, Spanish, Paisa Spanish, the food that I love, with so much to explore there. Why didn't I just go to a different part of Colombia? I love Colombia. This is scary. I don't want to do this. I don't understand. This is all new. This is overwhelming. I'm exhausted. I'm scared. I'm alone. Bugs. Ugh. Sorry. This is me being real right now. Sometimes shit sucks. Sometimes shit is just unpleasant. I am hot as fuck. These bugs don't stop flying all over me, crawling on me. They are in my bed. They are in my kitchen. My AC went out 2 days ago. Keep in mind, I am in a climate that it is at least 90 degrees every single day with at least 80% humidity. I was supposed to be here till Monday. I finally am getting someone to give a fuck and try to help me. I've paid for Airbnb. I've paid for AC. It's impeded my work. I had a whole lot of work projects I needed to finish before I left here. And then not having AC, like my computer like overheats like with 10 minutes worth of trying to do videos and stuff. And I'm like, and then the owner today that lives here finally was like, well, we'll move you to a new apartment tonight. And I'm like, I leave on Monday. I don't want to, I'm just like a little mini house. It's like a little studio. I still need to do a little laundry. I need to pack. If I'm going to do all that, why do it to move to another house for one day? I'm not doing that. I'll just leave tomorrow. Fuck it. Bye. I'm out on Christmas. And I will tell you, it has been a struggle with my attitude and then trying to navigate all of that and defend myself. This culture is something else with money and scams and prices. And it's so frustrating and to not have the language. The owner here is Italian. Everyone else speaks Portuguese. So I'm here on Google Translate, and I have to remember, and this is what this journey is teaching me. I need to calm the fuck down. Spirit told me today, you catch a lot more flies with honey than vinegar. And you're a lot more powerful when you're gentle. You don't have to make demands and be mean. It's okay to be mad, especially when things are unfair. That kindness will go a lot further. And even if someone does short you or try to steal from you or whatever, that money will come from another channel in the universe. But if you hang on to resentment and malice and all of that, all it does is prevent you from having blessings flow in, and that steals your joy and your peace. I'll have to say I'm exhausted. I haven't not really slept since Thursday, and I've just been in this hot-ass apartment. But I will tell you what, I was awake at 1 a.m., fell asleep at 9 last night. I was so freaking hot. I just cried myself to sleep. Guys, I cannot express to you how hard this has been the past month. I laid in my bed last night and I just bawled. I screamed in my pillow. I was laying there sweating. Sweat was just dripping off of me in my bed. And I was just sobbing. And I was like, I don't understand my purpose right now. I don't feel connected to my journey. I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel like I'm heard. I can't express myself. I'm lonely. I don't understand what's going on around me. I don't connect with this culture. And then it was like Spirit said, is it that you don't connect with it? Or is it because you just really connected with Colombia's and you're really trying to connect with this old chapter you left behind? You're not giving space for this new Jenni. Like I had to be real with myself that I really haven't been open to my new journey. I've had an attitude problem. I've had a big attitude problem. This is showing me, it's like making me look right in the face of language anxiety. And the second that someone starts to speak Portuguese, like I just feel this feeling in the pit of my stomach, and like I feel like my chest kind of closes, and I just immediately say, I don't speak that, I don't understand. And I'm thinking, I tell my students all the time on Cambly, or when I've taught English over the past few years, I tell them, hey, in your personal space, listen to English on podcasts, on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you don't understand it. It won't give you cancer if you don't understand it. Expose your mind to it. It'll help you with the learning process. It'll open up pathways in your brain for grammatical structures and linguistic frequencies. And I am so not doing that with my own language journey. And so I really have had that like mirror held up for me the last few days is, are you practicing what you preach to your students? Like, you're not giving yourself a chance to understand it. You're not giving yourself a chance to open your mind to it. You're just trying to speak Spanish and then twist it to where maybe it sounds kind of like Portuguese and hoping you kind of halfway hit it right, but you're using Spanish. You're not really opening yourself up to fluency in another language. You're not giving it a chance. And I've also realized, like, I just haven't felt like myself. I've been depressed, but that's been like for a few months, to be really honest with you. And I have moments, of course, most of the time I'm happy, but there's also really deep, dark spots. I've been going through really deep healing as well. And realizing that, when I went through my first 3 years of this radical trip, I started on my journey. I showed up in Colombia with my one-way ticket, suitcase. You guys know my story. Those of you who've followed it or read my book or whatever, went through Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Argentina, going back to Colombia, pandemic hit. I was like, oh my God, I just had this crazy journey. Okay, great. I was there. I got my book out. I went back to the States. I've kind of felt like a fish out of water since then because I went back to the matrix, went back to the system, back to a job for a while. And then I realized when I went back to Jardín this last time, it was closing a 5-year chapter. That was the point that whole chapter of my life and that part of my journey closed. I was supposed to go back there. I was supposed to go back there and stand in my power, present my book in Spanish. Let me tell you, it didn't go over well with a lot of people. A lot of people there got up and walked out. Okay, I had to own that. Okay, I had to make peace with that. I had to make peace with that place. And I realized that it wasn't for me anymore. I'll always go back there, but later. And I was like, I'm closing this chapter. Holy shit, this is what I know. I've always come back here along my journey. I always went back 3 or 4 or 5 times during my crazy rogue adventure. I always went back to Jardín. It was my resting spot. I have connections there. And I just realized, man, this journey is closing here. I'm not going to be back here for a long time. And I'm literally starting a whole new 5-year chapter, is what I've had also realizations of. I'm starting a whole new 5-year chapter. I'm not supposed to know what it's supposed to feel like. I'm experiencing now what I felt in a lot of ways in the first part of my last 5-year chapter. I have no idea what I'm doing. I had no idea what I was doing then. Why should I know what I'm doing? That's the whole freaking point of being out of your comfort zone. Figure it out. That's when you dig deep. That's when you show up for yourself and you say, it doesn't matter what's going on around me, or if I'm going to be living by myself for months at a time, or I'm going to be at a hostel volunteering, living in a room with 10 other people, working at the reception desk, navigating a new language and doing work I've never done before in exchange for 1 meal a day in a bunk. Hey, guess what never changes? Me inside of me. Me inside of me. And this chapter is about, it's like, when I closed that chapter in Jardín, I felt this immense skin, like around me, like this huge layer was saying, yeah, this doesn't feel good anymore. It's time to shivvy out of it and shed it like a snake sheds it, and give yourself a chance to rise up and come out of this into your new way of being and operate there. And you have new gifts that are inside that have been harvested. You have new insights. You have new wisdom. You have new desires. You have new needs. Who you were 5 years ago traveling isn't who you are now traveling. So what is your purpose traveling now? You're new at this now. You're starting a whole new 5-year chapter. You've shed that skin. We're leaving it behind. And it's time to open up your heart, really, and let in what this chapter is about. Allow yourself to be surprised and delighted by it. Know that everything's working out in your favor. Does that mean things won't feel scary sometimes? No. And that's kind of the journey I'm on, guys. I will be leaving tomorrow. That's why I'm leaving you this video now. On Christmas Day, Merry Christmas to me, I'll be getting on my first bus in Brazil. First bus terminal. Kick-a-doo! Wonder if they'll have roosters and chickens and lots of small children and llamas. Who knows? We'll get on a bus and head 4 hours south down the coast to a little tiny surfing village called Porto de Gallinas, where I will be volunteering at a hostel. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I'll be helping with the reception desk and possibly with some housekeeping, which is fine. I don't care. I survived Walmart for almost a year. I can do anything. Where my Walmart peeps at? Can I get a what? And I'll do it with love and joy in my heart and just be open to new people, travelers, a new language. I'm like, I'm going to be doing what in Portuguese? Most of their travelers are from Brazil. Oh boy. I'm like, Jenni, it is time to open yourself up to it and focus on fluency. Focus on fluency. Operate completely in Portuguese. What are the things that you tell your students about how to acquire fluency? Practice that. Practice it. Practice what you preach. Learn it. You have linguistic codes that have been untapped for you. Let them open. If you don't touch them, you don't activate them. And so that is the challenge. Not the challenge. I don't like to vibe around that word. That is the goal, I guess, or focus on this journey. And letting my inner child lead this time. Letting my inner child tell me what sounds good and what is happy and what is my desire, and trusting her to lead me and have fun. Gosh. Stop worrying about every damn thing. Don't worry about survival. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about anything. Trust. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I just know that I'm going to meet awesome people. I'll try to get interviews for my YouTube channel, interviews for my hostel from people that are traveling that can tell their stories. And I've heard it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm pretty much going to be living my life in a bikini every single day. Working reception. And I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for supporting my journey. This shit is scary out here, y'all. Like, it is, like, I am on a whole different plane of holy shit. I just want to be real with that. I'm scared every single freaking day. I'm scared. And I'm facing it. I'm like, girlfriend, you are the master of facing fears. Lean into them. Don't shy away from them. Don't be scared. Actually, do be scared. Let them come up because they tell you things. Your fears tell you things. Let them show their faces. Fears are bully. They're ghosts. I'll have another video about that later. That's what I'm untapping. So anyway, that's that. And I love you. Thanks for supporting my journey. Man, those of you that Cash App to me, I got a little more than what I asked for. My video is being made. The Amazon river trip video. And have leftover for a bus ticket and getting there and stuff like that, and I appreciate it so much. I am going to drop my Cash App in the comments below and my email for PayPal if anyone watches this and they're like, man, I want to send her $20 or I want to send her $5. You know, it's like, gosh, if 20 people a month just Cash App me $5, that's like, such a big deal, and it helps me monetize what I'm doing. It's a lot of what I'm investing my heart and soul right now. Doesn't pay me right now. It'll pay me handsomely later down the road as time goes and things are unfolding and growing. So I appreciate you. The universe always provides, always. Some way, somehow, it always shows up. So anyway, what challenges are you facing right now in your journey? I just feel this call in my soul to just go into the unknown. I am literally, and I'm like spirit, but I kind of want to have an idea of where I'm going. You're not supposed to know. Just go. Obey. Do you feel called there? Yeah. Okay, you don't need to know all the details. Just go. Just go. But just go. So what are you facing fears about? What is your soul calling you to that's higher and deeper? That you're like paralyzed about. That you're like, oh man, how would my life look like if only I could pay off this debt, or what my life would look like if I really just quit this job that I freaking hate and I poured my heart and my soul into something I really love to do, but I'm scared of being seen and displaying my talent. Man, I really have this passion to learn the guitar, and I'm scared to start something new because I'm in my 40s or my 50s. What's your challenge right now? What are you really facing? Because I feel like there's this mass uprising of people that are feeling that. So let's talk about it. What is yours? What is yours? And what can we do together on this journey in a place of, I'm opening a place of vulnerability for everybody. What can we do together on this journey to help one another step into that unknown? Let's cheer for each other. It's scary. I'm doing it. If I can do it, you can do it. Talk about it. What are you scared of? Fuck, I'm about to leap into the unknown tomorrow, and I'm like, oh. Bus system, don't have any idea. Once I get to Recife, I gotta get to that village. Have no idea. Their transportation system's totally different. I'm gonna navigate it all in a different language. Once I get there, I'm gonna be navigating all that work in different language, sharing a room with a whole bunch of people. Have no idea what the condition of living is gonna be. And I'm like, baby, you're made for this. Let's go. Let's have an adventure. Maybe there'll be motorcycles and monkeys and soul sisters. Maybe a mentor that can shine a light in your path. You're going to have new friendships. So, anyway, let's talk about it.